Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are. This is Michael Internet Pro. And guys, I've gotten a couple questions from different people asking me how can I get, some quick money, some money right now. I want to fund RevShare, or I want to fund a hype, or I just need money for gas. I need something to eat. Whatever the case may be, I gotta pay a bill, need to pay rent. I'm trying to get that new car. How can you get money quickly? The fastest way is, I would say, doing surveys. So some people want to know what are the legit surveys. So I tell them, I say, well, you can just start filling out some surveys. It's quick, it's easy. You can get some cash fast. Okay, so that's it. Ask me, what are the legit surveys? Okay, well, let's get into that real quick. That's what this video is going to be about. The title will probably be something like, real surveys or something like that. Now, I'm going to actually show you some probably stuff you've never seen before. It's Michael Internet Pro. I've been online for 8 years, and I pretty much know where all the real surveys and where all the real ways to make money online are, and the little niches and corners that they are in. Hard to find. You won't find this anywhere else on the net. But let's get into it. Okay, now number one, these are surveys, and they're test groups and stuff like that. They pay, as you can see, really big. If you want to get started with this, there's a link below the video. I'll just leave that out there for you guys who want to get started. But let's go through this real quick. There's a lot of stuff here to go through. Okay. Have you ever watched those TV programs where they end up like suing a company? Like they say, oh, if you use talcum powder in the last 5 years, just call us because we're getting ready to sue, XYZ company or something like that. Well, they get the information to find out, when people can have like issues or whatever, they go and they create a test group to see whether or not there's enough people with a certain issue. Well, there's all types of test groups all around the world. Okay. And this is considered like a survey because you don't have to do anything but just be a part of it. That's it. So anyway, they pay a lot of money. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people have no idea about any of this type of stuff because it's not really, how can I put it? It's not advertised anywhere. So yeah, so you can see I'm not even gonna like go over. I'm just gonna let you like watch them as I scroll down. This is all 100% real. And your paid group on entertainment, cash paid surveys, $200, opinion studies. Okay, like I said, you won't find this anywhere else. So this is the only place you're gonna get it. Of course, Mike Internet Pro. If you want to go ahead and click the link below, get started. Boom, you get the resources and all that type of stuff. So paid online survey and project opportunities for family and teens, health participation or participants sought for upcoming research study. This is how they find out, like they'll find, like, for example, say you smoke, and you're trying to quit. So they'll do a test. They'll put you in a test group and find out like all different types of things about you, what kind of habits you have, what do you eat, what do you don't eat. This is how like the health industry comes up with their understanding. Like, for example, people who are in the military who have PTSD and issues like that, they can volunteer for a paid test study, and you get paid. Okay, so you got all the payments. Some of them pay like a lot of money. We're talking about like those huge medical facilities like the CDC and stuff like that. This is what they do. They actually do call outs where they need people. Some of them locally, like right here. If you live in Los Angeles area, moms are needed right now. So this is like all around the United States. So if you have any type of condition that meets these and qualifies for these things like this, you can get paid $600 just like this. Now you got all these people sitting at home who are unemployed, who have no idea that they can get paid right now. Have you ever heard about people who do like sperm donors and stuff like that? Even though like I would never do that. I mean, that's the type of stuff this is. It's like you actually get paid, but a lot of people that's all they know about. They know about like blood donations and that's it. They don't know about these. Okay, they don't know they can get $7,000 for a clinical research study. Okay, so you have no idea. There's like a whole world that you probably don't know about where you can get a ton of money. And there's a lot of people, I actually knew about this before I got into internet marketing because I was actually out and about, and I knew a couple people that did certain things like give their plasma or sperm donation and stuff like that. And you can actually make a living at that. Like, I mean, that's all you have to do. They give you so much money for some of them, but when it gets popular, they usually like start lowering the money that they give out because they got enough participants. Well, This is for like, things that they can't get people for, because people just don't know about it, and they want to be selective in who, you know, basically knows about it. So they kind of look within. Okay, they don't go without. They don't have like billboards and advertisement and television and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so there's just certain places. Another place, sometimes they'll like advertise in colleges and stuff like that to certain students, but that's only for like a specific group. Okay, but mixed in with this is like also regular surveys. They have secret shoppers. People don't know that like you can actually go to stores and actually like buy products and then return them and see how the customer service is and write a little review, and you get paid like $100-$200 just to do that. It's real. This is how. Or did you ever watch, like a long time ago, there was a TV show called Three's Company. It was like, like a 70s or 80s show a long time ago, right? And like Three's Company, it had this thing where if you watch episode Three's Company, it's like Jack, he had this bistro, right? And they always had like these guys that would come in as critics, and all they did was they would go to his restaurant, and they would be a critic of his restaurant. And so he always would try to make it seem like his restaurant was, doing better than it was, because a critic was coming, right? Because see, critics get paid to write reviews and leave them in certain magazines. These are real jobs. I just saw a video the other day of a guy who's in the Dominican Republic, and while he's doing the filming, he keeps going around and saying to like the local people, he says, I got to go see what real work is like and see what real people do with their I mean, not real people, but like people who have real jobs, because all he does is just shoot photography. I mean, he takes pictures with a camera of local people in Dominican Republic, and that's all he does. He's like a travel photographer. So every time he takes a collection of images, right? And all he has to do is just sell those images either to a magazine or to a image. They have like these image banks, like where you can go and you can buy a bunch of images and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like if you want to get a non-copyrighted image, you go and you pay like $1 per image, right? The people who take those photos get paid a lot more money than the dollar you spend on them. They actually get paid like $20, $30, $40 a photo per photo for just submitting it. It has to be high quality, so they got to know what they're doing with their camera. But once they take a snapshot, that's it. They send it in. They get paid for every photo they send in, and they can get requested, or they can just put together a collage and get paid for the whole thing. So there's a ton of ways to make money online and like apart from a regular 9 to 5. It's just that nobody's going to tell you these things. Nobody's going to advertise these things. Okay. Sometimes you watch an infomercial at night and you'll see like those guys in like those crazy suits, and they'll say things like, 101 jobs that you never knew existed, get the book, and the book costs like $50 and stuff like that. That's actually where you want to be at. I learned a long time ago when I used to be in the library studying, right? I used to go and look for like free ways to make money by going to school. And I found out there was a lot of ways to get money to go to school for free where you didn't actually have to pay for it. And this is a type of like, I can say like a hidden world that I'm about to open up on this channel, where I'm going to show you ways to make money with surveys, not your typical surveys like, 5 cents and 10 cents a survey, but actually getting paid big dollars for surveys that you truly want, 5-10 minutes to fill out, and boom, you're getting enough money to live on. Okay. That's what I'm gonna tell you about. Because some people, they want to travel, they want to live in different countries, they want to just be able to afford their life. They're tired of going to a 9 to 5. You don't have to go to a 9 to 5. That's what I mean. Okay. So this first video, I'm just going to show you these test groups here, are mixed with some paid studies, and in the next video I'm going to show you like some other some surveys you've never seen before from Fortune 500 companies that secretly have or need people's opinion in order to function. And like Apple, like the Apple Store, or like anything you can think of. Those companies actually hire people secretly to find their opinions of things in order to change everything that they do. But a lot of you guys don't know that. You think that maybe companies just, off the top of their head, just out of a whim, change their colors or their scheme, but they actually use people's opinion. So I'm gonna show you how to get involved with that in the next video. But right now, these are the highest surveys you're gonna find on the internet. Period. Cash paid surveys, $200. Pay focus group on entertainment, $100. If you live in the New York area, paid market research on home improvement, $350. This just goes on and on and on. I don't know if you can see how small this bar is, but you can see how this goes on and on and on and on. This is both sides. Okay. Now this gets updated every month. So every 30 days, this gets fresh new surveys in. Okay. Fresh new surveys. Okay. And you're probably like, what the heck is that? You know what I mean? So go ahead, click the link below and you'll find out.